Hello, everybody. My name is Irina Maryanchik. I am a holistic practitioner, human design analyst, and biofield specialist. And today I wanted to demystify this whole subject, what it means to be aware. Everywhere we hear keywords, be conscious, be aware, conscious and subconscious mind, awareness, all these keywords are everywhere. By the end of this video, I hope you will understand what it means to be conscious and what it means to be aware. So let's look at awareness. We have two different types of awareness. We have awareness centers in human design. So this is Ajna Awareness Center, Solar Plexus Awareness Center, and splenic awareness. And they're very different. We're not going to talk about that today. Today, I'm going to simplify the topics of conscious and unconscious. And as a part of this, we're going to talk about awareness a little bit. We have conscious mind and we have a unconscious mind. What is conscious mind? Conscious mind is what you're thinking about consciously and what you are focused in the future. It's very task oriented, it's very strategic, and it keeps focusing on the future, right? So it's future oriented mind. We usually associate it with our brain, with our head. So brain is the organ and the mind governs the thoughts, and we have thought process, and we can actually control the thought process with our conscious mind. So this is conscious mind. Then we have unconscious. What is unconscious? Unconscious is how your body operates. And if you are familiar with human design, in human design, we consider unconscious as body. Body's operating system. This system knows how to process food. It knows how to walk. It knows how to lift your arm to pick up the object. It knows how to breathe, how to fuel your cells with oxygen, and you have no idea how that works. But our Veda explains it. Human design explains it really well. Traditional Chinese medicine is a good source of understanding how your body operates. So the body has its own consciousness, and this is your unconscious mind. So when we say unconscious, what it means is the body's operating system. Well, sometimes this operating system is not working well. So sometimes we are experiencing something in the body that we do not understand. Let's say you come into the room full of people and you feel claustrophobic or you feel anxiety around certain people. So your body is giving you signals, it's operating in a certain way, and you have no idea why this is happening. I wish we had off and on button and say, okay, anxiety off. I don't want to experience that feeling anymore. Or if we have fear about something, fear of success or fear of failure or fear of being alone or fear of being with people, most of us, we have no idea how they created disease in our body, and we have no idea how to let them go. That's the challenge, right? Many industries are working on solving this challenge. So the key is to understand where the fear is coming from and tune it off, because those fears, those unconscious fears, they really can slow you down in terms of success, in terms of getting into a positive relationship or attracting a positive relationship. So if you are stuck in your unconscious fears, you are stopping yourself from doing certain things to stop those fears, and those fears are operating through you without your conscious awareness, and you do not know why you don't want to go to meet certain people, why you're avoiding doing certain things in your life. That this is something you can look into, and hopefully this video is going to help you. When you have this programming, subconscious programming running through you, it's not a simple process. So there is no pill to say, okay, I'm going to tune it off. There is no quick fix. When you have these fears and they're operating through you, it's a program. There are many programs. We have 7 splenic fears. In fact, if you looked at my last video that I posted on the same channel, there are 7 splenic fears. Most of us have at least one of those fears. So if you want to know what they are, you can look at my 7 splenic fears video. So conscious and unconscious. In order for you to stop deprogramming, you need to become aware of the program first. You cannot shut down the program that has been operating through you, by the way, for centuries, through your body, through your soul for centuries. And if you are familiar with Akashic Records has the history of all these fears. So if you didn't know how to handle those fears in your past life, guess what? The same fears are given to you in this lifetime to experience. And until you clear those fears, you will not be able to move forward and beyond them. You know how difficult that is to run the business if you have these fears. And you are challenged to face them, because if you don't face them, you don't succeed. So that's why we are doing all this spiritual work, and we're working on ourselves, because we start understanding that those fears are stopping us from achieving the results that we want. So the step one in removing this fear is to become aware of your fear. Becoming aware is understanding that it's actually something is running through your body, that something is operating through your body, something that you cannot stop using your conscious mind. That's an awareness. I'll give you an example. So let's say you have a fear of being in public settings, when you come into a room of people, and this is very common when you become a business owner. You need to socialize with people. You need to be open. People need to see you as an open human being. And this is not a conscious awareness. When people see you, during the first 3 seconds, they make a decision already if they want to work with you or not. So you need to train your body how to appear open. So if you come into the room, your body's aura is saying, oh my God, I don't want to be around these people. I hate them. I just want to go home and watch Netflix. So all this running through your body, and your body is literally, the energy is shutting down. It's like you put in the wall. You put in the wall around you, and consciously you're trying to be connected to people and smile, but your aura is telling you something else. Your aura is saying, I don't want to be here. So there is a conflict. People can feel it. People can fear you if you're experiencing fear, because it's going to be a disconnect and people wouldn't want to deal with you. So be aware of that. And you may think that you are okay, but when you actually record yourself or ask other people, they will tell you that you didn't look open, I didn't feel like contacting you, I didn't feel like talking to you. And people wouldn't want to work with you if you don't want to work with them. The game has shifted. We're conscious entrepreneurs right now. We're meant to do the conscious business with each other. We're meant to work only with people who we can connect to energetically and emotionally. And we have to work with people who we love and trust. So if you are not in that category, your business is going to fall apart. Let's go back to becoming aware. So you are in this program. Imagine that you're at that event, and you're realizing that something is running through you. So what do? So my strategy is this: you come home and you mentally put yourself into that situation. You mentally pretend that you are in that situation. You are experiencing that fear. Just allow yourself to be with that fear. Allow yourself to be in that state. It's going to be very, very, very uncomfortable. And that's the reason why most people don't want to do it, because they feel very uncomfortable in their body. Fear is not an emotion that is pleasant. Most people don't like to be in the emotion of fear, because all these physical responses are very unpleasant. Fear is unpleasant, period. So in order to move through it, you have to do it perhaps several times, maybe 2 times, 3 times. And as you are experiencing the fear, which is your unconscious, total unconscious, you do not have to understand how that works. We do that in the past life therapy sessions, where we actually go back to the original moment when you feel the fear, and you in the past lives, when this fear was actually created, because everything has a beginning point, everything has a reason. This fear used to protect you at some point. It was a reason for that fear to be in your life, but now you are in a totally different environment, but your body is thinking that you're not. Your body is operating as if it was in the past. So you need to interrupt that process. And to do it yourself is to sit with your fear. Sit with your fear, experience it, and breathe. And normally fear resides in any part of the body. Usually it's in the chest, sometimes it's in the bladder, a lot of times in your legs. You will feel sensations in your body, and what you have to do, you just have to breathe. And better to breathe through your mouth. You open your mouth a little bit and you breathe. And as you breathe, you'll allow that fear to integrate. It's going to integrate eventually. It's going to be very, very, very unpleasant. I have to warn you, if you're doing this for the first time. If you've done it with other practitioners, that's fine, they can help you. It's always better to do it with someone, because when you come closer to the fear, it can be life-threatening, because fears are created based on perception that your life is threatened. And it comes up during my sessions with clients. They believe they are about to die, but this is actually not true, because they are here, they have survived. So when you're doing this process on your own, the best thing to do is to breathe deeply. And please understand that what's happening to you is not going to kill you. Sitting in the safe place, and use your logical mind, you are sitting in the safe place. Yes, the program is running through you. It's creating a physical response in your body. The body literally feels like it's going to die. The truth is, you are not going to die, and you are going to move through this process gracefully. You have to do it on a daily basis. If it's a deeply embedded fear, like even as simple as to go to a job interview or perform a task that involves other people, or to be alone. I have a client who dropped out of college because he couldn't take exams. He would have anxiety attack. So if you have the fears like that, it's important that you do this on a regular basis. Your body needs to process. It's still happening with you because you didn't allow the process to complete. And that's why it's still in your body. Allow your process to complete. Allow your body to process the fear. And do it several times, maybe for a couple of weeks. And eventually fear is going to diminish. It's going to be really high, very high level, and then it's going to go down, 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 down. And as it goes down, you will even forget. My clients sometimes tell me, did I have that? Did I have that fear? They don't even remember, because the traces of fear are not in the body anymore. They just see it as the event. It just happened, but it's not controlling their body. Remember 3 points to conclude this. In order to shift something, you need to become aware. You need to become silent. You need to be alone, and you need to be with the emotion that you want to shift. You're becoming aware of the unconscious processes and programs that are operating through your vehicle, through your body, through your system. This is step 1. And step 2 is actually doing the process, to do the work. Be silent, be alone, and process the emotion. And as you go through this process several times, you can start from 10 minutes a day. You have to become open and understand that you're not going to die. And if you need help, you can reach out and say, I need help with processing this emotion. I need help with moving through this process because I stop. And that's what happens normally when people get up and say, I just cannot deal with it. I have to go somewhere. I have to move my body because I can't. So you have to be aware. And if this is happening to you and you tried several times, 3 to 4 times and you're still unable to sit with this emotion, the best way to do it is to go to the energy medicine practitioner. I do it with my clients on the table when they process difficult emotion. I lie them down on the table and I rock them and I do energy balancing protocol. And that protocol helps the body. So it's not about the mind, it's not about how you feel. It actually helps the body to say, okay, I'm safe. Nothing bad is going to happen to me. That's what I wanted to share. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have questions or if you need support with anything. Reach out to my office. My office number is 732-623-9846, and I'm happy to answer your questions.